Alright guys, here comes the pre-ban between OSSERU and GOODSUN. So OSSERU is going to be on the left and GOODSUN 1115 is going to be on the right. We have Julian and Jemiah pre-ban. I didn't see any of this in their profile. What is this? First pick for GOODSUN is going to be the Fire Bison. So OSSERU, knowing this strat like in and out, what is he going to do? He's going to pick up the Juno and the Shizuka for his first two pick. So GOODSUN, are you going for the Gyo like how you do on the ladder? Because you know that's not going to work against OSSERU, the man who's pioneering this playstyle. That's going to be Heigang coming out from GOODSUN. But he kind of needs some sort of follow-up for this Heigang here. What is it going to be? Is it going to pick up the segment to reset the Shizuka? It is going to be the segment for GOODSUN here. A very classic counter to Shizuka. But GOODSUN is not locking in any healer just yet, and OSSERU has all the option available to him, and it might be the things that you know too well. No, it's gonna be Laura for OSSERU. He also have this card in his deck, and that's gonna be Praha as well. A very good mid-range unit here with strip, healing, damage, and everything else under the GOODSUN. So what is GOODSUN gonna do against this? Is he going for the combo we shall not name? Because that is not looking too good right now. You are lacking some damage here against the healing of Juno and Praha. It's going to be a Belio, who's also just like Praha, a jack of all trade with damage, healing, and everything else in between. And we have Camilla, who also provide healing and damage and great debuff as well. So what is going to be the last pick coming out from OSSERU? I think Mouse is actually pretty good here, because it is a very good damage against Camilla, and it goes against everything that GOODSUN is trying to do here. But hey, we might be something crazy here from OSSERU, and I kind of like that. It is an entirely different vibe coming out from these two players, and the last pick is going to be a Diana. Not exactly one that I think is going to be the best here, but hey, it's a win last pick against two water last picks. So you gotta say he's playing by the book here. Is it going to be an Abelio ban to take out the only big sustain of GOODSUN? And is that going to be a Diana ban? Is he that scared of Diana? Or is that going to be... It's going to be an Abelio and Diana ban. Two last pick ban here. So OSSERU get to keep all his strip, buff, debuff, damage. And GOODSUN is lacking in healing right now for a bruiser draft. First stone belong to the segment. Can she get it done? The most important reset of the game is right now, and there are way too many targets, and she didn't get it done. Juno will now lock in the first target. Which one is it going to be? It's going to be the segment. You want to get the reset out of the way so you can keep your buff and your skill intact, because when you buff a whole lot with Laura and Shizuka, segment skill 3 doesn't have cooldown when she starts stripping and stealing all your buff. Pra going for the strip, doesn't get the violent like how you thought she would. No slow debuff coming out from Camilla, but the freeze will land and shut down the Pra for a little while. Here comes the glancing and dispersion coming out from the Heigang, but he stunned the worst unit to stun possible. And that's going to be the Juno. Carno dropping. Oh, Carno getting the slow and the stun on two most important unit as well, and the segment will finally land the reset on the Shizuka. Juno returning fire with two stun from her side too, and another stun coming on the Laura. This Laura is under a lot of pressure on the enemy, and she is gonna be the target to go down first on the side of OSSERU. But Praha healing is not gonna get resetted anytime soon, and if she get a turn, that's gonna be a big heal and turnaround for OSSERU. And here comes the slowest part of the match, where both players trying to bring down the most high priority target on the enemy team. But looking like this Laura is going to get defense broken into big damage coming out from the Carno. Because of the slow debuff, the Pra will not get it in time to save the Laura. And there might be more dispersion coming out from this Heigang for this Praha here. Thanks to the heal block of... Ooh, no dispersion. Going straight into the Laura, trying to do the most damage possible. Will this Laura go down? She will not go down just yet, but she will. She will not go down just yet. But nothing's gonna stop this Camilla from finishing off the Laura, getting another freeze on the Praha as well, which means no healing coming up. The heal block from this segment is also very crucial to keep the Praha heal away. Praha, get the violent proc, get the heal, get the sleep, get the speed buff as well. But right now, GOODSUN team is still looking very healthy. Nobody's losing any amount of HP just yet. Except this Laura's gonna come back to life, providing the control for OSSERU team. And now the Oracle will start doing some damage. Remember, as time goes by, Carno damage is gonna go down and his Oracle damage will go up. But this Carno is getting a slow and a stun on the Praha once again. And this Praha being controlled even further by GOODSUN. The Camilla healing, even though very minimal, is more than enough to keep the damage from the Juno low. More reset coming out from the segment. Can she get it done on this Shizuka? She will get it done. Shizuka will no longer have any skill available, and this Praha is going to be the target of this Camilla, doing a lot of damage and control as well. Another round freeze and slow debuff for the Praha. Looking like this Praha is in a lot of trouble because all the damage will be focused on her. Here comes the segment. She's getting the defense break back up very, very soon. And the Carno is going to steal some attack bar away from the Juno to get the skill to back up. More damage. Increased cooldown coming out from the Camilla. Controlling this Praha even further. OSSERU, even though I thought he has the better draft, but he's being absolutely controlled by this Camilla and the Carno here. Here comes the segment defense break. Is she going to drop it? The Juno's going to cleanse all that, so she is not going to drop it and trying to do the most damage on this Fire Bison. But it doesn't seem to work because of the Camilla heal, and the Bison can kind of heal himself a little bit as well with the skill 2. And here comes another round of skill 2 that's going to push back the Juno attack bar and do a lot of damage at the same time. Slow debuff dropping from the Bison, doing a lot of damage on the enemy. And that might be GG. GOODSUN is getting the first game. OSSERU, how can you come back from this in the next game? This is looking really tough for him. Starting off not so strong here. Even though he's trying to bring back the Laura, providing some buff for the unit. But I think this might be the end of the first game. GG, GOODSUN taking the lead. Man, rank... he's like top 100, but OSSERU is like top 10 player. He's really trying to fight the Titan of SWC here, but he's doing a very, very good job. Alright guys, round 2 between OSSERU and GOODSUN. The two turn 2 player of this bracket, both favoring Carno first pick. And this time, maybe OSSERU is gonna get his Carno first pick instead of GOODSUN. Or what will we see? Maybe a Laura Carno pre-ban? Who knows? There's so many possibilities. Round 2 between GOODSUN and OSSERU. What is going to be the pre-ban this time? Oh my god, GOODSUN will have his Juliet. And that's going to be crazy. We have a Juno and Laura pre-ban. First pick for OSSERU. Is he going to get his favorite unit, the Fire Bison? He picked it faster than the clock can tick. Oh my god. He's on that unit. And it's going to be the segment Shizuka for GOODSUN. Taking Shizuka and also taking the segment, the great counter to Shizuka. OSSERU has the option to go for... Oh, he's going to go for another... Striker? No, Slayer. No, he's gonna go for his classic Nana Gio second pick as well. GOODSUN has the option to go for the Julian and a healer because that is gonna be very strong against a bruiser draft. What is it going to be for GOODSUN? Is it going to be Mouse Raccoon or Mouse Julian? Or Raccoon Julian? It's gonna be Tessarian getting picked up because that is the best counter to his last pick, and it's gonna be a Belio for the healing as well because you need a healer for these tanky bruiser player. If not, they're going to out heal you, out sustain you, and there's nothing you can do. Praha last pick coming out for OSSERU, a great stripper into healing as well. Only in Summoner, so I can say he's picking up a great stripper. And Wusa last pick, more sustain, more healing for OSSERU, locking in the turn 2 bruiser draft here. Last pick for GOODSUN. Maybe Julian's not a good pick here, but hey, it's still gonna be decent if he ban out the immunity provider from OSSERU. But is he going to pick up the Julian? He is going to pick up the Julian because there's no direct counter to this unit at this moment. So it might be a false ban for OSSERU. So we might be seeing a Julian ban and also a Wusa ban. No, it's going to be a Belio ban, the only sustain of GOODSUN. There's no more healing besides self-healing of the Julian. But does GOODSUN need healing? Because from what I see in the last match, he is okay without healing. He's fine with that. Here we go. The first turn reset. Segment working overtime for GOODSUN, getting every single reset. But the Karma is going to land on that Shizuka, blocking, potentially blocking her skill 3. Will GOODSUN choose to pay the price with the skill 3? Here comes Oblivion coming out from Tessarian. And defense break as well, and that's gonna be on the Gio. Get the defense break, get the Oblivion as well. Nana will come in between with the AoE defense break, potentially Despair Stun on the enemy. Get the Despair Stun on the Shizuka. Karno follow up instantly with the damage, but he's gonna do it. But that is not gonna work against. Oh, he's trying to get the attack bar of Julian, but could not get it done. Julian will still keep his attack bar, and the damage is available to go straight into this Gio. He's going to go for the stun on the Praha instead and choose to heal with the skill 1 on the Gio. Gio has skill 2 available. Who will she choose to drop the Karma on? And that's going to be another Despair Stun coming out on the Shizuka. But AoE defense break on the enemy team. And this Karno is going to drop the heat, get the stun even with the glancing debuff. But that's not going to stop the Tessarian from violent proccing to leave the Oblivion on the Nana. And this Vampire is looking for a finishing move. And that is going to be on OSSERU. Gio or Karno? It's going to be Gio. Drop the unit instantly through the Nana revive because of the Oblivion from the Tessarian. And the segment has skill 3 available. Gonna stop the Pra from healing once again. Nothing is stopping this Vampire from eating another target. Karno getting the violent proc, trying to drop this Shizuka, get it done, but more Oblivion is gonna stay on this Nana, and there's no defense break. Oh, but the Despair Stun gonna be on the Tessarian. This Vampire, no defense break set up for him. Can he get this Praha down? He will get the crucial violent proc to bring down the Praha through the Nana passive once again. This Karno, he is slowly dropping the enemy team, and he's also going to get the violent proc as well to drop the heat on the enemy. The HP of the Vampire teammate is going down, which means the passive might not get activated in the next turn. He needs to... Oh my god! The Vampire is also getting another violent proc to stun up this Karno. Defense break available. No more passive blocking for this Nana, which means she can revive the Karno if he get down, unless this Oblivion from Tessarian get activated on the Nana. Can he land this most important Oblivion? He will go for it. He will land the Oblivion, but the Karno is moving in front of the Vampire, and he can kill the Vampire right now because the Vampire doesn't have any friend to suck from anymore. The Vampire is gonna go down, and the Karno is gonna get another violent proc to provoke the Tessarian. Nana is not gonna bring down the Tessarian just yet. No violent proc for Tessarian. Defense break available from the segment, but this Karno is moving next. Tessarian cannot finish the job here. Dropping the defense break. Karno has the damage. Bring down the Tessarian. Can this segment do it? This segment cannot bring down the Karno in time, which means There's nothing that the segment can do but watch the Cardinal bring her down slowly. GG! OSSERU will take game 2. Oh my god. There was so many proc in between. But the vampire could not finish the job. My goodness, I really thought the vampire could do it, but the Cardinal AoE damage keeping everybody on enemy team low stopped the Julien from taking life of his teammate. If only there was any healing on the side of oh my god, my brain stopped. If there was any healing on the side of GOODSUN, he could have healed Julien, but there was no healing at all. We're going for round 3 between OSSERU and GOODSUN. Who's gonna take the lead here? We don't know yet. Anything can happen in Summoners Hall, and that's the beauty of it. Anything can happen. Round 3 between GOODSUN and OSSERU. Who's gonna win? Let's see the pre-ban. It's gonna be Sekhmet and Jeremiah putting respect on 2 great units in the meta. Good counter to Oliver, but I don't think we're gonna ever see any Oliver in this draft between these 2 players. They are all about that anti-Oliver life. Here comes the Cardinal first pick for GOODSUN. Juno Shizuka getting picked up by OSSERU because that's how he trying to defeat this draft. But is that gonna be enough though? No more Sekhmet this time. What will GOODSUN do? Will he go for the Heigang once again? Or is he gonna go for the Gyo and potentially healing draft? It's gonna be Sagara getting picked up by GOODSUN here for the reset, and the Nana as well. Nana goes really well with a quick damage dealer like Julien. What is it gonna be for OSSERU here? It's gonna be the Laura, but he need a damage dealer, and Praha was not the unit that fit well into the draft. So he might switch it up a little bit. Maybe pick up a Thessarian this time to deal with the Julien coming up really soon. And that's gonna be Rakuni getting picked up from OSSERU, preparing for the Mao's last pick here potentially, because I feel like OSSERU is lacking in damage just a little bit. So GOODSUN seeing this, is he gonna steal the mouse away from OSSERU? But he kind of needs to pick up some healer as well. So maybe we were seeing some sort of Abelio Julien last 2 pick here. That's going to be the Douglas last pick coming out from GOODSUN, because there's no direct counter to Douglas, and it's gonna be a Abelio last pick as well for GOODSUN for the healing, the main healer of this draft. But with Shizuka and a lot of sustain coming out from OSSERU, I don't think Douglas is going to be a great pick. And the last pick going to be Thessarian to counter all these passive coming out from GOODSUN. And that's going to be the ban as well. No Abelio for GOODSUN this time. No healing. And that might be the downfall of GOODSUN. So OSSERU with a lot of buff and sustain, he might be able to out-sustain GOODSUN here. Attack lead for the Douglas, but it is gonna be very hard to hit through all that defense buff coming out from Laura. Sagara is gonna be the one going first on the side of GOODSUN. It might be on a fast swift build to outspeed the Laura, and he get it done. He's gonna get the strip into the reset on the Shizuka, but he cannot get the strip and the reset on this Laura. Here comes the stun on the entire enemy team. Oh my god, that damage from the Douglas is not gonna mean much in the face of Rakuni healing. Yes, Rakuni is gonna fix that damage instantly, and here comes the defense buff. And now the damage gonna be severely weakened. And there's nothing. Ooh, Chrono has something to say here. He's proc out of stun and has skill 3 available. But the defense buff is gonna nullify his damage by quite a fair bit. Still pretty good damage coming out from the Chrono, but no slow debuff this time for him. The Douglas finding a target, but it's gonna be very hard to do anything meaningful here with this defense buff on the entire enemy team. And look at this Juno damage, and another Violent coming out from the Laura, gonna stop the Chrono from getting a turn. And that is not looking good for GOODSUN at all, because this Juno is going crazy. Every Japanese Juno has insane damage from artifact. That is not looking good. Another round of defense buff and speed buff coming out from the Laura, which means there's nothing that this Douglas can do. Look at the damage. It's quite a lot, but there's just no defense break coming out from GOODSUN just yet. He needs that defense break setup, but he cannot get it through. Here comes the Nana with the defense break. She will get it done on everybody, but where is the damage to follow up after this defense break? Because Rakuni is going to take away the defense break straight up, and the Laura is going to stun the Chrono once again, and the Juno is going to get a turn doing some massive damage on this Chrono. No healing for GOODSUN. He picked this Douglas to solo the entire team of OSSERU. Can he get it done? Because that is the only hope that GOODSUN has left, is the Douglas solo. Attack up by 20%, that's quite a fair bit. And he's gonna hurt a lot. But can he get it through all this defense buff? Big hit, big damage, but cannot finish off the Rakuni. And the Laura is gonna get another sleep proc on the enemy here. Nana is gonna go down, big buff coming out. And oh my god, that is attack debuff on the Douglas, the biggest counter to him. And here comes the damage from the Juno. GG, OSSERU is gonna take this game. And he's gonna move on to the semi-final.